All right, guys, night 3 of the, I guess we're calling it the tube chassis turbo Malibu build. And the plan tonight is to basically get the body stripped down of everything that bolts on and attaches to it to finally get it ready to start cutting the floors and firewall out. And it's probably going to wind up taking us 2 nights. And I think just in the interest of not having too many videos of just taking this thing apart, I'll probably just combine the 2 nights into one. So tonight we're going to focus on obviously getting all the wiring harness out of it, getting the brake booster off it. We're going to have to get the dashboard and the steering column and the shifter out of it. Whatever heater boxes are behind the dashboard, and all the pedals, emergency brake stuff, and whatever else is left in here. We got a little bit of quarter panel trim, and that's about it. And then after that, we're going to have to take all the glass out of it. And I think the rear windows are probably going to wind up being Lexan with just Zeus fasteners holding them in. And we may or may not put a windshield back in it, or we'll use Lexan, but it'll probably be a windshield. So we're waiting on a glass cutter to come in. We have one of those cheap ones, but it seems like the cheap ones are made from more like the butyl rubber, which is actually what's holding the quarter glass in. So you can see I can like leave a fingernail print in it. So we'll probably get the quarter glass out tonight, but I ordered a proper glass cutter for the I believe it's polyurethane that they're holding the front and rear windshields in. So I ordered a nice glass cutter for that, professional grade. As of right now, I'm 0 for I don't know how many on getting windshields out in one piece. So we'll see if having a better cutter will do the trick, and hopefully it does. So let's start ripping into this thing, and we'll get the interior pulled out of it. Now, I think that one was a softball, but that was, I think that's the first window we've ever successfully taken out of a car in one piece. So now watch, we'll put it somewhere and we'll break it. So that's about it for tonight. We got the, like I said, we got the dash out. Pretty much all the interior is out of it now. All the wiring's out of it except for in the rear. We did find a couple of surprises. We pulled these panels out. There's a little bit of Bondo in this quarter, which I knew about. This car was actually a rental car, if I remember correctly. It was originally a rental car. We have that right there that needs to be fixed, and this horror show. So I remember somebody helping us fix the quarter panel at some point, like 20 years ago, and apparently that was the approach. So with that rust and that mess, we may look into actually hanging a quarter panel on it, just to get rid of that and know it doesn't look like that inside. Other than that, everything else kind of looks like I expected it to. That corner looks all right, so that's good. This quarter panel seems like it's good. Other than that, everything's pulled off the firewall. So all we're gonna do now is wait for the new cold knife to show up to cut the windshield and the back window out, and that'll be about it. Like I said, I'm gonna wrap this into this video. So for us, it's Thursday. We gotta wait till Saturday for the cold knife to show up, but for you guys, it's gonna show up right now. And just like that, it's been a week. The tool was a little delayed getting here because we had some weather. I had a pretty good little winter storm here, so the tool was delayed a couple days, and then just getting stuff cleaned up and everything else going on around here. We just decided to wait until the usual Thursday shop night to get this thing going again. So here's the old windshield cold knife that we had, just a cheap one. You can see how light duty this thing is, and this is the one we ordered here. This is the Ultra Wiz 3007K, and this thing's awesome. You can feel it's a lot heavier. Definitely a lot nicer tool. I mean, this is a professional grade tool, so I guess a good mechanic never blames his tools. But I think we're a little behind the 8 ball on that other tool, but we shall see. And just in case, I also ordered a 10-pack of the standard 1-inch Ultra Wiz cold knife blades. So this tool is pretty cool though. It's got instead of having to use like set screws to replace the blade, it just has this quick release right here. So you just flip this out, and you can change the height of the blade indefinitely, or you can just swap it out and put a new one in. So kind of slick. Let's see if it works. Broke it. I broke it. Well, that's that. Are you kidding me? Well, it's out. It wasn't pretty, but it's out. See, we cracked that corner right there, and then unfortunately did the same thing on this corner. At first we had blamed, that one happened on the downstroke right there, but at first we blamed this, which is gonna have to be fixed. This little rust blister right here that it looks like it's been repaired here. See some weld in there. And just that big ball of rust. It was kind of like he came across cutting it, and then right there it ramped up into the glass and broke the window. So it's all right, live and learn. He's going for the rear now. So he says he's confident going for the fresh blade. The rear one's gonna explode if it fails. So feel good. We'll we'll see what happens. They actually made a cutter for that technique. When I was looking at all the different cutters, they make a cutter for the hand over hand technique. All right, so we're at the last section of this rear glass, and so far it's pretty much out without any trouble. We just get that last little corner right there. There's a little piece that's stuck, and looks like we're free. We wound up having to cut a lot of that off camera because it was just, it's really awkward because it's up on top of this fixture. So it was kind of a two-person job. One person would stabilize the cold knife and the other one would pull. I'm sure all the glass guys that are watching this are laughing right now, but yeah, I'm actually pretty excited that we got the rear window up without an issue. We still have to get it off the car. There's still time to break it, but we'll see if we can get it off of here. I'm bummed about the windshield because that's the only window that I think, that's the only glass that we're going to reuse in the whole car. So we'll have to buy a windshield for it, but it's all right. It was a little weathered anyways. So that's that. The rear glass is out. All the glass is out of the car now. That's definitely going to help us just working around and welding up the roll cage and whatever else, what other work we need to do. Just having the glass out of it's going to be a huge savings of aggravation. And plus, we got to fix this spot right here. I don't know what we're going to do there yet. Just cut this section out, I guess, and see how bad the rust really went. Probably just cut all this bracket off of here so we can get in and see what is up here, because that's definitely repair. And it's a little how you doing right here. So yeah, as we cut the front of the car apart, I guess we'll cut that out and see what we can salvage and see what needs to be replaced. But all in all, it shouldn't be a super big deal. So that's going to wrap it up for tonight. I'm pretty pumped. The glass is out of the car. A little bummed that we lost the windshield, but who knows? Maybe we'll switch it to Lexan just to save ourselves some weight. But hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Next week, we're definitely going to be cutting the floor out of this thing and starting to figure out where the frame rails are going to go and really start digging into this thing. You know, tear down is done. Now it's time to start cutting and really start building. So stay tuned for next week, and we'll catch you next time.